Hello, teacher. My name is Carolina Quintero Barajas, and I am from Cau Villavicencio.
Hello, my name is Ruth Gonzalez Bravo and I belong to Caucali.
Hi, my name is Liliana Lozano. I am from Cau Villavicencio. According to the reading, the sala of communication in the test of the virtual classroom, we can conclude the following. In his nature, the human being is in constant communication with the people around him. This communication occurs in different ways according to the context, environment, situation, and emotion present. In the business world, communication plays a supremely important and forceful role, since the expected success will largely depend on it. This is how we find one of the most important methods in the business world, the Harvard negotiation method. This consists of the knowledge of different techniques of assertive communication for the management of interpersonal relationships and the achieve successful agreements. In the application of the Harvard method, 7 elements must be taken into account. Communication is all the information we send to the brain of our counterpart versus what we want. Relationships is how we would like to be treated. This is what fuels communication. Identify the type of people with whom we are going to negotiate, especially the most conflictive ones. Interest is discovering what others want and what we want. Avoid focusing on the negotiation positions. Negotiation is knowing exactly what you want. It is angling to discover and or read our counterpart. Clear option objectives. Norms of the countries involve varieties of possibilities. Two answers or alternative yes or no. It is the result of the negotiation.
Aggressive communication. This type of negotiation is characterized by win-loss negotiators of the T-type and subordinate. These refer us Russell techniques seek to dominate the negotiation by intimidating the counterparty with personal or the verbal attacks. Some of the techniques most housed aggressive negotiation are a cause or the pressure the counterpart can and interrupt their interlocutor, always thinking to impulse their ideas. Think they are smarter and stronger than the other party and make decisions that do not correspond to the wisdom, taking into account the needs or feelings of others. Passive communication. This type of negotiation is characterized by losing wishes, is which it serves to maintain the relationship of the parties. Above all else, negotiator of the T-type use indirect communication and a policy for the their emotion different from the opinions of the intercombatant. Then their own needs are prioritize the need of others. Here the parties take conciliatory attitude with the sole purpose of reaching agreements among selves, and its purpose is to gain the confidence of the counterpart by resolving conflict quickly and where the party that yields in the negotiations seek to achieve long-term benefits, takes advantage of the circumstance for future negotiation. Passive aggressive communication. Negotiators of Thai are characterized by maintaining an indirect communication in the which they express their anger, make closely compliments. Then their difficult emotion, fin cooperation, and then that there is a conflict. These behaviors avoid dialogue and the adequate management of the situation of conflict in himself. A negotiator of this type present a hostile behavior and the deep disconnection between that he says and does.
Assertive communication. For good assertive communication, we must take this step into account. Listen and evaluate the concept. Achieving empathy is understanding the other person and knowing their environment, religion, culture, ideology, among others. Use simple language and in the first person. Avoid negative comment as much as possible. The good use of tone of voice and non-verbal language. This also communication convey confidence. Be conscious with what it say and done. If there is a messages that generals discussion. It is better to speak it at the time and I appropriate way to achieve a solution. Take care of your emotion. Express your idea about judgments, prejudice, and respect your difference. Paraphrase what was said to make sure the idea was understood. According to the above, in the case of the communicate salad, each actor involved in the negotiation handles a different personality. This allows you to know what each one as like does to achieve more assertive. Perceive communication in each situation and provide solution in different areas. Therefore, the case should be approached as follows. A commercial manager for being aggressive with a vision to meet the objective, therefore, he argues a lot. For this case, we will invite the commercial manager to know the entire process of purchase, transporting, and leasing the funds in order to understand the acquisition times and project and negotiated deliveries in a timely manner so that the different actors do not look bad. Logistic manager has passive communication style. Is barefoot and lost control with observing that it is not possible to achieve the objectives. In this case, he is concerned about the delivery times agreed upon by the commercial manager, since they are too short for the nationalization and delivery of products to customers. In this case, the manager must know the details of this area, empower the leader of each process, so that they look at strategies that have a positive impact on the timely delivery of the first sales made by the commercial manager, while he notes all the process and the process are adjusted so as not to look bad in any area. Purchasing manager, he is new to the position with no experience, and he is assigning the project oriented 1,000 excellent quality funds to Colombia and the best price and with delivery time of 3 months. In this case, the best time is to train him in the entirety logistic process so that they knows the times and commits more assertivity to the fulfillment of purchase. The seller is a million, has a passive aggressive communication, and has had problems with internal and external clients. This is profiled is more sensitive to refusal, therefore an inclusive and empowered language should be used that is thing can be done, but each one in due time sign with the desire to meet our goals. They are committed in deliveries without knowing the process on the other areas. The foreign goal allows used to claim that the general manager must intervene in the team meeting, show the benefits to the portions and listen to the parties involved in the face on the possible risks that may arise in order to find solutions for all the parties and thus avoid a stressful work environment and poor communication.